Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you the top 3 stocks to watch for this week and why all of you should be keeping them on your watch list. Alright, y'all, let's get right into it. Right off the bat, we have the SPY over here. It's been a while since I released a video. Yes, all right, so we're gonna discuss the market movements on what led up to these events. First and foremost, let's look at the SPY on a daily. Let's just keep it on there. Now, what I see with the SPY is a breakout and a retest of a critical level of support. And that support is not horizontal, it's over here. All right, I'm gonna draw this line from 43.25 all the way down to here. All right, and as you can see, the initial breakout was right there on the 24th of January. It ran a little bit before we saw that retest within the last 2 weeks. All right, so it was chopping all the way down here, tested that level of support multiple times right here, and lastly on, I believe this was Thursday. Yeah, all right, and let's dive into the 1 hour. Now in the 1 hour, let's look at how it behaves over here. All right, in the 1 hour, if you didn't see that level of support and you're just looking at it from this perspective, the market looked bearish at one point until a bear trap was formed. There was a bearish pennant right over here. All right, we had the breakdown on the 28th at the end of February, followed by a retest and then by a drop. All right, before an announcement that pushed the market even higher. So the bear trap was right over here. Now traditionally this thing should go lower, and by lower I mean all the way down to this alert right there at 38.77, but it didn't quite make it there, and every single bear who was hoping for a breakdown of that level covered and contributed to this massive push right over here. All right, now that's one way to look at it. We're gonna be looking at the Dow really quick, but in regards to the SPY, in regards to where this thing is going to go tomorrow, it's already right here at, it's near 40.70. It's near it, but I think it can go all the way up to 4100 before we see some type of turbulence or just consolidation in the zone right over here. All right, that's what I think about the SPY. Now, like I said, we're gonna look at the Dow Jones, and with the Dow Jones, there was this bearish pennant right here. Again, all of the shorts were looking for a drop all the way down to the circle. I was looking for a drop all the way down to the circle. I was leaning bearish during these days, during these very choppy days. All right, but everything changed when this structure formed right over here. Again, this was Thursday. There was some type of announcement from the Fed, and there was a breakout right here on the Dow Jones and along with QQQ, and everything just started popping off and going higher. All right, now one or two things is going to happen. Either this bear trap will be complete tomorrow, and then on Thursday we will see a and then on Tuesday we will see a continuation where all of these individuals right here will cover in panic, right? But what I do think for sure is that tomorrow morning there will be a morning run. Now what matters is it going to hold above 33,600 or not? Is it going to stay in here by the close tomorrow? That will be determined. But for the next 24 hours, just watch for the Dow to move in here. All right, and be very, very careful. All right, and watch for clues intraday that may that may hint at a potential reversal at this level. If it's not there, then it's good for the bulls. If it's not there, if you don't see a massive drop, then it's a good thing for the bulls, right? But that's for another video. Now, the first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow, that stock is Amazon. All right, and the reason why I want to share Amazon with all of you is for two reasons, actually. Now that I look at it, I see two reasons here. If you look on the daily chart, there is an inverted head and shoulders forming at the moment. All right, it's not quite complete. It is very early, right? We got the left shoulder, we got the head, and then we got the potential right shoulder right here. All right, now the second reason is if you zoom into the right shoulder, there is a morning star on here. Again, if you are a beginner and don't know candlestick patterns, the combination of these three candles right here, 1, 2, followed by 3, is called a morning star. And what usually happens when the morning star is formed, there's usually a continuation to the upside. A continuation that looks like this, where we open up slightly higher at 95.70, and then we push all the way up towards 100. All right, before we see some type of consolidation. So definitely keep Amazon in your watch list. It's been beaten down. Like, if you like, just zoom in now, it's been beaten down for quite some time and it's been trying to recover. So will we see this type of move very, very soon? I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that within the next few weeks. But again, this video is for tomorrow and for this week specifically. So watch this one for a move all the way up to $100. Now, the second stock that I'm keeping in my watch list and why y'all should keep on your watch list as well is AMD. All right. And the reason why I want to share AMD in this video is because it's making a higher low. We got the first low right here at around 66, followed by the break of this previous level of resistance right here through earnings at around $78. And now, like, it chopped throughout the last 2 weeks and it looks like it's ready to make its next move up. So I'm aiming for $90 on AMD. All right, again, that's just on the daily time frame. That's what I'm seeing on the daily time frame. That little gap right here, I don't think it's going to get filled so soon. Maybe later on it will, but I don't think it will be next week. All right, I don't think so. Maybe the week after the next one. All right, so that's the first reason why I'm keeping AMD on my watch list. The second reason is a more closer look. We're going to erase this and we're going to change it to the 1 hour time frame and zoom in right over here. There's a bull flag on the chart. It's right here. All right, the blue flag is right here. It broke out on Thursday, again with that structure on the Dow that I showed you earlier in the video when everything started to run, which kind of lines up with the retest on the SPY as well with that previous level of support. Again, if you missed it, go back to the beginning of the video, but it's all lining up perfectly. I don't think this one is done yet. I think it has room to $85. And if the morning run that I think is going to happen on Monday happens, this thing might get there by 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Central Time. I think it can make it. I think it can go all the way over here. All right, all the way here. So that's my very honest thoughts on AMD. Now, the third stock that I'm keeping on my watch list, that stock is NUE. All right, and the reason why I like NUE, there is a similar flag, the one that I just showed y'all with AMD. It's on here, yes, and it's not done yet. It has room to run. So that's the first perspective that I see for NUE. The next perspective for it is on a much bigger time frame. We're gonna go on the weekly, all right? And a lot of you are seeing this video and you recognize this structure. It's very, I've drawn this way before in the past. All right, there is a cup and handle. Here's the cup right here. All right, and then the handle is being formed right over here. All right, the handle is not quite done yet. Usually what happens with the handle, especially with the next week that's gonna happen, is it's gonna open up. It's going to break through that previous level of support where we got these short sellers right here. And we got these short sellers right here. As soon as 182 gets taken out, they will get scared, they will panic, and they will cover their shorts, and we'll see a massive run to 190 bucks. Yeah, that's the first thing on my mind. That's my very honest thoughts on NUE. All right, the last stock that I want to look at. All right, this is the third stock for this week. All right, now we're gonna look at Netflix, because I think Netflix is gonna make it turn around really soon. Like, it looks bearish right now, but I think it's going to open higher, and the reason why is because of this. Like, on Friday, there was this bullish pennant. I was very tempted to trade it, but the way it got out of it was kind of sus. And when I have any type of hesitation on a specific structure, I try not to go like immediately in. If there's any type of uncertainty or flaw in it, I don't touch it. But one thing that I've seen before is that, yes, it looks really clean. But when it doesn't do what it's supposed to do on that specific day, that move that I was expecting on that Friday, I was expecting to move all the way up to 321. I think that move is going to happen tomorrow. And I think that it's going to go all the way up to 321 tomorrow morning. I think it's usually what happens with these ones, especially when they don't give you what you want on the first day. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at NGumah and the Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks if you're signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.